საშინაო სკოლის გაკვეთილებს წარმოგიდგენთ კომპანია Silknet.
Hello, let's write class composition. Let's see what we should write about. Open your book's pupils book at page 126. Look at what happened when Balto was leading the team. Look at the pictures. The drivers of Balto's team was Gunnar Carson. შეხედეთ ამ სურათებს, აი ამ გვერდზე, 126 გვერდზე. Let's read the notes. We should write what happened. ჩვენ უნდა დავწეროთ ახლა რა მოხდა, რა დაემართა ბალტოს გუნდს და როგორ რითი დამთავრდა ეს ყველაფერი. Before we start writing, let's read the notes. Picture 1 says dogs running fast, snowing so hard that Carson ძაღლები სწრაფად მირბოდნენ და ძალიან თოვდა. Balto led brave, strong blizzard. Then suddenly the gale blew. გახსოვთ ალბათ gale ნიშნავს ქარბუქი, უცებ დაუბერა ძლიერმა ქარმა. Sledge turned over, medicine fell. Tsiga გადატრიალდა, წამალი დავარდა. Carson turned right way up, dogs waited. Carsonმა გაასწორა ციga, ძაღლები ელოდებოდნენ. Horrified, medicine gone, შეშინებული, წამალი აღარ არის. I must find the medicine, searched bare hands. უნდა ვიპოვო წამალი, ამბობს Carsoni და შიშველი ხელებით ეძებს. Found, and Balto led again, last part of journey too. You remember that notes don't make sense. გახსოვთ ალბათ, რომ ასეთი მოკლე ჩანაწერები არასოდეს არ არის სრული წინადადება. ის არის მინიშნება იმისთვის, რომ გაგვახსენოს რა უნდა დავწეროთ და როგორ. ამიტომ ნუ გაგიკვირდება თუ ეს პატარა კომენტარები არ არის დასრულებულ ასრს არ გადმოსცემს. ეს იმისთვის არის, რომ თქვენ არ დაგავიწყდეთ რა უნდა დაწეროთ და როგორ უნდა დაწეროთ. ეს არის მინიშნება. Now let's try to write. It says write this part of the story. Write clear information. This is what we should think about how to write. The information should be clear. ძალიან უნდა იყოს ზუსტი და გასაგები ინფორმაცია. Describe the settings of the events. უნდა აღწეროთ მოვლენები თანმიმდევრულად. And explain what happened in simple statements. და მარტივი წინადადებებით დავწეროთ რა მოხდა და როგორ მოხდა. Now let's start writing. So of course we shall write that Carson and the dog team traveled across the deep snow. Okay, now what was the weather like? როგორი ამინდი იყო? The sky was gray and it was nearly dark. The sky was gray and it was nearly dark. Okay, the dogs were running very fast and it was snowing. You can see the dogs were running very fast and it was snowing so hard that they couldn't see. And it was snowing so hard that they couldn't see, or it was hard to see. Then what happened? The dogs Balto was leading the dog team bravely, yes? Balto was leading the dog team bravely. What happened? Suddenly the gale blew and turned the sledge over. Period. Then what did Carson do? Carson turned the sledge right way up. The dogs were waiting patiently. Carson turned the sledge right way up. Dogs were waiting patiently. Okay. Then he noticed that Madison is gone. Yes, his face, we see Carson's face horrified. He's, oh, I've lost it. So Carson was horrified. Carson was horrified because he lost the medicine. Carson was horrified because he lost the medicine. He lost the medicine. And I must find it. I must find the medicine. I must find it. Said Carson. And with his bare hands, he started to search it. And with bare hands, started to search. Eventually he found it, yes? Eventually, at last, or eventually, he found it. Balto led the team again on the last part of journey to Nome. On the last part of journey to Nome, town of Alaska. Okay, so this is what happened, right? Carson and the dog team traveled across the deepest snow. The sky was gray and it was dark. The dogs were running very fast and it was snowing so hard that it was hard to see. Balto was leading leading the dog team bravely. Suddenly, the gale blew and turned the sledge over. Carson turned the sledge right way up. Dogs were waiting patiently. Carson was horrified because he lost the medicine. "I must find it," said Carson, and with bare hands started to search. Eventually, he found it. Balto led team again on the last part of journey to Nome. Of course, we can add more adjectives or more words, but I want you to do it yourself. And you have to write independent composition from your workbook. Open your workbooks at page 118 and let's look at the pictures. It's American film, right? It's about Balto and its team. See, let's read the notes. Balto team traveled around America. Lots of people, of course. Sold to a theater, on stage, noisy audience. I believe you know the word audience, remember? These are the people who watch, spectators. So Balto and his team, they shouldn't be here. Sold to a museum, cage, ill, businessman, saw them, angry. These are the notes. If you read them, you will understand what happened according to the pictures and notes. There is a statue in New York. Many visitors, not forgotten. It's the statue of Balto, obviously, right? So write clear statements again. Describe the settings of some of the events and include some direct speech like we did. Here we have direct speech. "I must find it," Carson says. So write about Balto, how he was taken to the theater. Notes will help you a lot, so read them carefully and use them. And try to describe events in order. შეიცადეთ რომ არაურიოთ მოვლენები ერთმანეთის თანმიმდევრობით აღწეროთ სურათები და გამოიყენოთ რა თქმა უნდა ყველა ის კომენტარი და მინიშნება რაც არის აქ მოცემული ნახატების ქვეშ. Now it's time to listen. Remember we were listening Diamond Quest. ჩვენ გახსოვთ ალბათ ვუსმენთ ბრილიანტის ძებნა ასეთ ამბავს. It's about King Olaf who died and his daughter Karina became queen, but she couldn't become queen without diamonds, so she sent her friends Balto, Silas, and Lilia in search of diamond. So they found the diamond. It was in Prince Torgon's palace, and they saw the diamond, and not only diamond, a lot of treasure also. But they couldn't do anything because it was night and they couldn't do much. So they decided to sleep and wait for the next day. And what happened? We will hear now. Let's listen to it.
Diamond Quest, Part 3. Do you remember? Prince Torgon stole the great diamond of Zorula from Princess Corina's castle. Without the diamond, Princess Corina could not become queen. Lilia, Silas and Banto, and Wogan, Princess Corina's dog, travelled to Prince Torgon's castle. They climbed the tower and looked through the window. They saw Prince Torgon, and he was holding the diamond. They climbed down the tower, went back into the forest, and slept.
Oh! What was that?
What's that terrible noise?
It's Prince Torgon. He's hunting.
The three friends jumped on their horses. Quick! Quick!
After them!
Now's our chance.
They raced through the forest. In front of them, they saw the monkey on his little pony. Suddenly, the pony fell down and the monkey fell off its back. The monkey was swinging away through the trees. There were fewer trees in this part of the forest, so it was easy for the three friends to follow the monkey on their horses.
There he goes.
After him!
Quick! Quick! Suddenly, there were no more trees, and the three friends found themselves on a high rock above a lake. The monkey was standing on the edge of the rock. The bag with the diamond was in his hand. What's he doing?
Don't drop the bag!
No! The bag dropped from the monkey's hand and dropped down, down, down into the water below. Immediately, Lilia dived off the high rock.
Lilia! Be careful!
No! Down she went into the icy water of the lake. Lilia was a good swimmer. She swam with her eyes open, looking for the bag. And she found it. Lilia came up out of the water. Where was she?
Oh, I'm in a cave.
Yes, Lilia was in a big, dark, gloomy cave. A little sunlight was coming in from the roof, and the light fell on something shiny and bright.
What's this? Is it treasure? King Olaf's gold, King Olaf's jewels, King Olaf's crowns. Well, well, well. Prince Torgen didn't just take the diamond, he took a lot more.
There were steps in the rock in the side of the cave. Lilia ran up them quickly. Suddenly, Lilia was on the high rock above the lake, and there were Silas, Banto, and Wogan. They were very pleased to see her.
There you are!
We were so worried about you.
Woo! Woo!
Look, I've got the diamond, and there's a cave down there full of treasure, King Olaf's treasure.
The next day, Lilia, Silas, Banto and Wogan arrived back at the White Castle. Princess Corina was waving to them from the balcony.
Welcome home! Welcome home!
We've got the diamond!
And treasure too! A few days later, Princess Corina became Queen Corina of Zorula. The happy crowds clapped and cheered. But there was one person who was not happy. In his dark castle, far away, Prince Torgen was thinking and planning.
I'll get my revenge. Just wait and see.
Okay, so the Queen Corina is the queen. Queen Karina, long live Queen Karina, says everyone is happy. Of course, everyone did a lot of job, not only Balto and Silas, but Lilia also, who actually jumped in the water and got the diamond, and she found other treasure also in the cave. So that's the end of the story. That's the end of the story. That's the end of the story. That's the end of